Valentine's Day is Day of Love, right? So I did do an animation ages ago, but I am really shit at them now because I've not done them in a while. So I thought, why not do something different? So I'm going to talk about a romance anime because it's on the topic of love, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite great, and this is probably one of my favorites, especially because it actually got me into anime. I won't lie, like proper anime, not just Pokemon. It's Quintessential Quintuplets. It's about these five sisters and this one guy who is their tutor, but they're all the same age, so it's fine. It's no Diddy, no Epstein. Yeah, and I have come up with an idea most ingenious because it's hinted at that they're very good at disguising, and their parents have very mysterious backgrounds. So what if they have a tenuous link to a spying organization? Just but not any spying organization, the CIA. Like, hear me out. So I first, developed this theory when thinking about this scene in the manga panel when one of the sisters, it's hinted at it's Yotsuba because we see her on a run just after, Futaro wakes up from what the hell happened to him on this little boat thing when they were reminiscing. Well, reminiscing. Uh, but we kind of know that. Oh, you're seeing a lot of spoilers. We kind of know that this was actually a disguise because their mother's name was Reina, and that's why she calls herself Reina because she couldn't think of anything, you know. And he doesn't actually know. To the viewer, right? Everyone's got different clothes, everyone's got different hairs, right? But this guy's dense as fuck. He doesn't actually know who's who, does he? Nah. And he just thinks this is actually a secret sister to him. But we know there's only five, right? Yeah, sorted. But what if, what if, what if there was something greater to that? What if there was something greater to the five of them? And that led me to the significance of five. One, two, three, four, five. There's five of them, right? And that's also the same amount of points and sides of a pentagon, maybe, One, two, three, four, five. 5 points. One, two, three, four, five. Five sides. And where does the CIA base operations? The Pentagon. Ooh, that's crazy. Wait. That's like, but it can't be related at all, right? There's no way. There's no way the quintessential quintuplets are related to the CIA at all, right? But then that led me, pentagrams there, just like 1, 2, 3, or 5. I don't know where I was going with this. This is kind of like a dead end link. This is a big question mark. Anyway, that led me to like how they're really good at disguising as each other, right? And they're kind of like body doubles. They all actually look the same in reality. Obviously, to the viewer or the reader, they're all made to look distinct with all their little features, like that these. But they often disguise themselves, and sorry, Itsuki even goes on. Not wait, is that her name? Ichika, sorry, even goes on to be an actor, right? Although she's acting more like herself, because that's the story thing. That wait, you all unique because you're different people. Anyway, that's to do with the actual anime's message, but this is like a Putin body double kind of situation, you know? They all look very similar, so they could be covering for someone. They could be some kind of important individual, or could be set up to be an important individual in the future. And I also did research. The anime is based around the years 2017, 2018. So 2017 was actually an election year for Japan. So I reckon that has significance, but 2018 I couldn't really find anything. Actually, let me look up right now. What happened in Japan 2018? What prefecture were they in again? I Aichi. Ah, so there was an earthquake, but I don't really think that's anything to do with them. Heat wave, deadly floods, number of Japanese. Okay, not much. Not. I don't think much of human stuff happened. So maybe that's a tenuous link. Maybe they aren't involved in all these bases of operations. But then that led me to believe, what if it's their father, right? Or even their mother? Well, obviously not real father. It's not their biological father, is it? Their actual biological father's, just kind of gone off. Actually, I did actually think about him. What if he left, and then this guy, who is also an agent, like their actual biological dad was an agent, and that agent had to actually go to work. It's like a Spy X Family kind of thing, except actually had a relationship with this woman. Anyway, and that's why that guy, but he seems like a scumbag, how he's described. So I didn't actually take into account. But maybe the biological father was an actual agent for the CIA. Maybe that's why he's a scumbag. Wait, let me look that up. Biological father Nakano. Like this guy, right? This guy's a bit crazy. Uh, but I genuinely think he's just kind of there to be like, oh, the actual dad who actually is their father figure is actually a lot better. I think that's the only reason why they added this guy, this random ass guy, because this guy didn't actually have any substance in the story. He was just kind of there and financed them. And to be fair, like his salary, the cost of living, and how much like a house of that size would cost, it's not actually too bad. Like it seems reasonable, thinking that, he's a hospital director. But the discrepancy was that, like, it also said he was a successful businessman, which is a bit vague. A bit of an Epstein kind of thing where he just kind of given job roles, but he's actually financed fully by, the big organization. Maybe. But that would also lead me to believe, what actually is his goal? What's his goal? Is it something to do with the election? Because obviously 2017 is the election. We know this takes place 2017, 2018, right? And they're specifically like in the Aichi prefecture. Because the city they're in, I can't remember what it's called, whatever the fuck it's called, is kind of like, it's got a bit of a purple leaning. I forgot what party they are, but it's not the big Abe who, the Americans is quite adhere to. And I also, oh god, it's so hard to scroll on. How do I go? Let me look at that. Thank you. Anyway, uh, found out there is a military base in that region, but it's not actually near the city where they actually are. It's like cities are around here somewhere, and the base is like on the border of two prefectures, so it can't be anything to do with that, unless they're for some reason going up and down the country, or they're basing their operations there, and actually, they're doing stuff in Tokyo or whatever the hell that is. I don't know where Tokyo is, just around there somewhere, you know. So maybe because they're very good at disguising as each other, or maybe it's just the art style, because these eye colors are not the same, even though their eye colors are all blue. Or maybe these aren't even disguised. Maybe that's not even them, you know. Maybe it's just, the art style, and I'm just being a bit funny. Anyway, 2017 election, Abe was, doing a bit worse in the years, because this is like his sixth term or something. I don't know what term this is. But he was yeah, he was really getting up in his age, and people weren't really liking him too much because of all the, what do you even say? deflation, was it? What was even going on at that time? I don't even know anything about Japanese politics. I just know that it's crazy and fucked because they just don't apologize for their war crimes. Yeah, nice, nice, bro. Anyway, he was when he was assassinated. God rest his soul, or whatever the hell he was doing, bro. I don't even know. The United Church, that Korean ass church that him and all his like lineage was linked to. Maybe that's some kind of link to CIA, because maybe they were going through like pretending that he's an ally to get closer to him to find out what's going on in his church. Till of course he was assassinated on that road. So I don't actually know if there is a CIA link to this, or if any of what I'm saying makes any sense. And to go back to their mother died under very like suspicious circumstances. I think they just didn't want to go into it on the anime. Let's be honest. Romance anime, mother dying. I don't think like those go hand in hand. But it kind of reminded me of Alexander Navalny. How the Russian government was like, oh yeah, this guy, he's just succumbing. He's just ill. We're just gonna take care of him. Then they went to Germany and they found out he had like alpha radiation poisoning and an unspecified terminal illness that they're trying to say it's cancer, right? But it could just be poisoning, radiation poisoning, because this guy wanted to clear his tracks. But this guy who's more humanist and is in his role, this guy's role maybe. I don't really know. I feel like he is just a normal guy. But it's the fact that his job role is so broad and he has so much money. Like it's just like where's it all coming from? The hospital director is like, yeah, that's quite a high role, so I don't think he's too involved. I think he might be an informant, but not like proper agent. Although these sisters, they have got to be some kind of. They can't be a project because it's not actually too rare for something like this to happen. It does actually happen, you know. It's just quite rare, but it's not too rare to the point that it's like, oh god. But 2018 Link as well is a bit. That's a bit tenuous Link, and what they were actually doing in the region. So maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe there isn't some like spy plot to this. Maybe the 5 has some other meaning. Like I don't know. Meanings of 5. Meanings of 5. Let's see. The angel number. And it means lots of change apparently. Oh, spiritual growth, encouragement, power of thoughts. Oh, I don't care anymore. But yeah, it's just a lovely anime about, accepting yourself, even if you seem so, like, how do you say, similar to other people in society. And literally, they are literally sisters, so, yeah. Everyone dogs in the ending. The ending's perfect in my opinion. Like, Fate 1, Yotsuba, who was there from the beginning, by the way, from the beginning. People say she did nothing, but she's just been there from the beginning. Just like hoping he'll remember. And hope wins, and that's the story. And everyone accepts their roles. Everyone finds their own success, so I think it's a great story. Yeah, anyway, that's my Valentine's Day special for you. I swear I'm not crazy, man. Please. Look, this is not that crazy. It's just idle brain thought, that's just put down onto it. Maybe I am. Happy Valentine's Day.